Just imagine with me a CARICOM member nation doing so well, such a boom in their economy that there's a surplus of up to 100,000 jobs. This is what's happening in Guyana today. And today is April 5th, and the Guyanese government and the private sector organization of Guyana will be hosting a massive job fair downtown Toronto. So what I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be heading downtown to see if I can get some interview with someone from the government of Guyana, from the Foreign Affairs Ministry, and also some of the members that are part of the private sector that are setting up booths downtown to conduct interviews. And the Foreign Affairs Secretary, Robert Persaud, this is what he had to say about that job fair in Toronto. Let's take a look.
Diversified economy, and which is growing across. So people tend to think we're only looking at skills within the oil and gas sector. No, we're not only looking at skills there, but the private sector has reached out. They need skills in terms of accountants, engineers. They need skills in terms of to move in the construction sector, in the tourism and hospitality sector, in agriculture, food processing, and ICT. All these are areas in which we require more skills, more human resources, especially at the level in which we want to move it to the next level in terms of expanding and modernizing and allowing Guyana to capture and to be in a position to make full use of the opportunities that exist out there. We've been having a series of job fairs targeting the diaspora to attract skills and investments back to the country, particularly the private sector, because we're more or less facilitating the private sector to reach out Guyanese who have an enormous amount of skills, whether it's North America, whether it's in the Caribbean, or also neighboring countries. And we've had successful job fairs in Trinidad and Tobago, we've had in Suriname and in New York. And we're now concluding this leg, having it in Toronto, where Canada has the second largest number of Guyanese living outside of Guyana after the United States. And they have certainly a wealth of not only skills, but also individuals with capital and can support the transformation that is taking place in our country. So we'll be having this job fair in Toronto on the 5th, Saturday the 5th. And I want to encourage Guyanese living in Toronto and throughout Canada to come out to meet with the companies, meet with a number of government agencies, and to see what role they can play, or for the role they can play in the transformation process that is taking place in our country. Because we need every single Guyanese hands on deck. And for us, using these job fairs is a way in which we can garner and reach out and engage our diaspora in a much more meaningful and substantial way. But as I said, this is an exercise we're facilitating for the private sector. It is not government going out there and recruiting, but rather we are creating this opportunity for companies to tell these individuals and these communities what skills are needed, and perhaps for them to take it forward.
Okay, so that was Robert Persaud, the Foreign Secretary of Guyana. And this is a big deal because the fact that Guyana can be doing so well, that the economy in Guyana can be growing at such a rapid level that there's up to 100,000 jobs in different sectors, not just oil and natural gas, but farming, but engineers, like you name it. There are a lot of different job opportunities in Guyana. And this is something that, as I said, this is very amazing. Here in Toronto, we have seen what we call a reverse brain drain. And we saw that about 2 years ago with Nigeria, where a lot of Nigerians that live in Canada, go to university in Canada, and occupy like really high-paying jobs. They are going back to Nigeria with their skills and their expertise to help to develop their country with high-paying jobs in Nigeria also, and a better quality of life, because here in Toronto, here in Canada, like rent, mortgage, cost of living is through the roof here in Canada. So, and to add to that, it is very cold. So this is an amazing opportunity for the Guyanese community, and I believe there will be an extension for CARICOM members that are qualified to be able to take up residence in Guyana. So this is such an amazing opportunity for people here in Toronto. And I know that there are people that there are people that are going to be skeptical about this move. And that is one of the reasons why I want to go down there. I want to interview someone from the Guyanese consulate here in Canada and to get some numbers, because there's always people that are going to be skeptical about these type of development. But I think that this is a positive move, and I can't see the government of Guyana investing money into these massive job fairs. They did one in Suriname, they did one in New York, and I think they did a few others. And the one in Toronto is wrapping up. This is the final one. And I don't see a government investing all that money if the jobs are not really there. So this is a big move for Guyana. So guys, sound off in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on what is going on in Guyana. Are you as excited as I am about this opportunity for people in the diaspora to go back to Guyana and to make good money, to take up like high-paying jobs, and to live a good quality of life in Guyana? Sound off in the comment section and let me know your thoughts about this. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.